Hello and happy Thursday. So my name is Amber Stewart. I'm the owner of the Stew Project, where I help clients maximize their living potential by simply taking emphasis on wellness. And more specifically, I help clients who suffer from chronic stress, anxiety, and depression, and I help them reclaim their power and shift their perspective so they can improve their health, decrease their symptoms of anxiety, depression, and chronic stress so that they can live their lives in a body that they're proud of. So today I wanted to talk about anxiety because anxiety is something that I have dealt with for a long time. I didn't really realize that I was dealing with anxiety. Um, I just thought it was insecurities. But as I got older, when I got out of college, I started doing a lot of self help and realized that it was anxiety. And a lot of it came from situations that happened in my childhood and a lot of um, relationship troubles and a lot of just regular stuff that happens to you. Life happens. And so I've been dealing with anxiety, and I have been blessed enough to overcome anxiety to the point to where I am no longer triggered by a lot of the things that used to trigger me. And so I feel as though I'm a completely different person. So today I just wanted to talk about healing anxiety because I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware of this, but when you're healing or when you're trying to overcome anxiety, it is not a just little pill you can take to make it go away. It is not something that can go away when you realize what is the root cause of it. Anxiety goes away when you take action. And so there's a couple things that you have to do in order to truly rid yourself of anxiety because for the most part, anxiety stems from things that have happened in the past and distorted thinking that makes you insecure or makes you feel unsafe, and that triggers your fight or flight response. So this can affect your nervous system, and it can affect your eating habits. It can affect your relationships. It can affect a lot of aspects in your life. It can affect your ability to perform effectively at work, and that can cause more anxiety because you can be afraid of losing your job. So when you're trying to overcome anxiety, the first thing you want to make sure is that you are not trying to do a quick fix, because fixing anxiety or overcoming anxiety is not a quick fix. It is something that has to be done in increments. And so it's basically, in a nutshell, grabbing triggers, analyzing them, and figuring out what is causing this trigger, and then getting to the root and taking action to make the belief behind that trigger dissolving the belief or breaking that belief equation, dismantling the belief equation. That's what I call it. So when you do this, you have to take action. And so it's kind of like just putting yourself in, or not really putting yourself in situations. It's becoming aware when you are in these situations that trigger you. And instead of trying to run from these situations, you allow yourself to sit with these emotions. And I know sometimes if the anxiety that you suffer from is really, really severe, then it may help for you to do visualization and practice mindfulness. So you can mentally feel yourself in that situation, because this helps too. And when you put yourself, whether it's real or imaginary, when you put yourself or visualize yourself in that situation, you wait for those uncomfortable feelings to come up. And usually when these uncomfortable feelings come up, a past memory will come up with it as well. And so when this past memory comes up with it, it's important for you to sit with these feelings, because these are feelings that you have been dealing with for a long time, you've been suppressing, and most of the time these feelings come up, whether it's hurt, pain, revenge, um, guilt, shame, disappointment, whatever it is, it's something to be dealt with because it's an emotion that is not aligning with who you truly are. And ultimately, in order to be who you want to be, in order to get what you want to be, in order to increase your wealth, get the perfect relationship, heal yourself completely to where you don't have these triggers anymore. You have to face your fears and become aware of where these are coming from and then face them. And once you face them, once you dissolve those belief equations, it will go away. But it does take time and it does take action. And sometimes you don't always get it right. And I will tell you that it is worth it. And I know since I have started, so I've been doing this for a few years now, and I've been working on my anxiety for a few years now, working on dissolving all those beliefs that trigger me because it was a lot of stuff. Okay, so it was a lot of stuff that I had to unlearn, I had to unbelieve or change my beliefs around, change my limited belief, my limited thinking. Because there's a lot of I grew up in a Southern Baptist home, and I was one of those kids that was a do as I say, not as I do type of kid. A good kid keeps their mouth shut and does what they say. And that is not always good. And so that can create belief patterns that can radiate through your lives, that can create more trauma and more anxiety, and it can create a ripple effect. And so if you want to stop this life pattern of cycles of more anxiety, of more triggers, more stress, you have to become aware of the triggers and get to the root cause of them. Now, when you get to the root cause, and it's going to be a lot of uncomfortable feelings. It's going to be a lot of uncomfortable feelings, I'm not going to lie. But one thing that helps you do it, and it's good that you feel it in your body because it helps you release it from your body. And this is why exercise is so important, especially when you're suffering from mental health conditions, because it helps you get these emotions and these feelings that are stuck in your body out of your body, because your mind and body is connected. And the beliefs that you think can either create health in your body or it can create disease. And so is another reason why eating healthy is very beneficial, because when you eat healthy, it helps you clean and detox your body. Because when you eat healthy and nourish yourself consistently, you will naturally detox your body. So you won't need any detox tea, you won't need any flat tummy teas, you won't need any waist cinchers. Your body will do what it's supposed to do on its own. Like, our bodies are magnificently and wonderfully made, and they work wonderfully as long as you are in the right conditions. And I know it can be kind of difficult because life happens. We have other people's lives that we have to live around, and other interactions, and everybody has trauma, and we're just trying to play our part. And so it can be difficult. And this is one of the reasons why I started my MLP coaching program, my tap-in coaching program, especially for people who are suffering from depression and limiting beliefs that are really holding them back. But specifically for people who are dealing with anxiety and stress, who know what their triggers are, who know what is holding them back, but doesn't really know how to overcome those triggers for good. I'm developing a course that will show you how to do it, because I know since I started this anxiety journey, this healing journey, I have been feeling, I feel lighter and lighter. And honestly, it's seriously like waking up like, oh my gosh, I don't have any jitters, I don't have any worries, I don't have any digestive issues, no tightness, no short of breath. I'm optimistic. Like, the doubts and fears that used to always haunt me no longer haunt me, no racing thoughts. Just an overall better life, and you feel normal. And I don't know if you've been dealing with chronic anxiety for a long time, but you may probably feel like, I don't know what normal is, but if I could feel that, that would be great. And it's possible. It is totally possible, but it is a process, and you have to be committed to it. And so this is why I am making this course. If you're interested and you want to learn more, by all means, sign up for my weekly dose of wellness mailing list, because I will be sending updates through there, and I will give you all the details about it. But ultimately, I just did this PSA to wrap it up because I don't want to keep it too long. But I ultimately did this PSA just to let you know that it is possible to overcome anxiety for good. It is possible. And I know a lot of people in the media and in the society thinks or wants you to believe that it's something that you're going to have to deal with a lot. I know you may have gone to therapy and they may have said that it's going to be something that you can deal with for a long time, but that is not true. And when I do this course, I'm so excited because I get to share my journey with you and share all the wonderful things that I have overcome and how I've been able to create a life that I love by overcoming anxiety. And so I'm super excited about it, and hopefully it'll be out by May. Yeah, I'm aiming for May. So if you're dealing with current stress or anxiety and you want to learn to heal those triggers, shoot for May for this course to be done. That's what I'm putting out there so I can hold myself accountable. But I hope this helps. So yeah, happy Thursday.